So it was a good reversal.
Well, our next.
Oh, yeah.
We go back to Pete.
How about that one, Pennsylvania? We had a girl fight. How about that? Before we go any further, I want to give it up to Mr. Ernie Bizzarro, Pennsylvania's all-time greatest fight promoter. That's right, I said it, you heard it, and it's true. Thank you, Mr. Ernie Bizzarro, for having both of us out, myself and Jazz.
I did, it was good.
We enjoyed ourselves yesterday, and we are enjoying ourselves today, ladies and gentlemen. Just so you know, thank you, Ernie. You're the best, buddy. We love you.
I was there when it happened, you know I always.
All right.
And everybody in Erie loves you, too, I'm sure. Single-handedly saving the fight game right here in Erie. How about it? Are you ready for another fight, Bizzarro fight fans? Your next contest is scheduled for at a catch weight of 140 pounds. Here come your fighters. First, making his way into the blue corner, this is Anthony Hogeback.
All right, we are all set for a catch weight of 140 pounds. And on his way to the cage, Anthony Hogeback, the hound dog, comes to us from Frederick, Maryland.
Okay. Out of state, Maryland. Traveling to make it out.
Yeah, here for the folks in Erie. He sits even at 1-1. So Tony, let me ask you, after last night, you're boxing, you're evened up now, or do you like boxing? Are you going to stick with boxing more, or what's the future plans?
You know, I was just telling Jose, you know, I'm down for whatever. My heart is MMA, always in the cage. That's where I'm trying to make it at the highest level, get into UFC or Bellator. Obviously, that's my main goal. But I'm not opposed to boxing. It's in my heritage, it's in my blood. So it just runs through me to be able to draw crowds and fans when I do box. I enjoy it. I like fighting, whether it's in the cage and, you know, now they're doing the bare knuckle. That's it.
Yeah.
That stuff's crazy.
Crazy.
Man, you know, I'm down, but I told my wife, I was like, listen, if we're gonna do some bare knuckle, let's wait until after we make it to UFC or Bellator, or after we go big at one of the major, the pinnacle of the sports, you know, and then I'll do some of that if that's what lies ahead. But right now, dude, there's a lot of injuries. Your face gets broke, your hands get broken every time. Like, man, that stuff's wild. So.
For sure, it's amazing, and when you see that stuff up close, man, those punches cut without no protection. Man. They cut.
Yeah.
I've enjoyed watching you for years, and last night was just a treat.
Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
There's Anthony Hogeback, and we're going to meet his opponent. Here comes Pete.
And this is at the featherweight, or was it a catch weight?
It's a catch weight.
Okay.
Making his way into the red corner, please welcome Jaison Morales.
And Jaison Morales also even at 1-1, and he comes, well, he's from Erie by way of Queens, New York.
Oh, so we got a Maryland fighter and a guy from Queens. Two out-of-state fighters, Maryland and upstate New York.
A hound dog. And
nice.
Jaison Morales.
That's what's
Morales.
It's good to see other fighters coming into Ohio, Pennsylvania, our area to fight.
Yeah, Nicole brings them in. And
oh, yeah, you know she does her work.
Oh, wow. Both fighters made weight professionally, these amateurs, which we didn't have a little earlier.
So I want to ask you, just because you're close to the main event, you know Nick Gianti. I might have butchered that. And you know,
Gianti?
Yep. And you know, dude, come on now.
Well,
that's good. That's going to be a good
that's
one.
That's going to be a
scrap.
That's what the crowd here in Erie is waiting for. And those guys are certainly not going to disappoint. I can't wait.
Yep.
And we are just about set for your official introductions of bout number 8 tonight at Bayfront Brawl 11. Pete's got to say hi to the ring girls. And cat calls.
Hey, listen, you can see my boy right here. Stays at my fighter house. He's here from California.
Here we
my
go,
camp.
Bizzarro
Working the
Promotion
ring
fight
girls.
fans. The following
The ring
contest
master.
scheduled for 3 rounds at a catch weight of 140 pounds. Here are your fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trunks trimmed in white. Standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, he weighed in at 141 pounds. He's a freestyle mixed martial artist representing Powerhouse Martial Arts Academy. He comes to the Bizzarro cage with an even record of 1 win and 1 loss. Fighting out of and representing Frederick, Maryland, ladies and gentlemen, here is Anthony Hound Dog Hogeback. His opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks. Standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, he weighed in at 141 pounds. He's a freestyle mixed martial artist representing TKO Erie. He comes to the Bizzarro cage also with an even record of 1 win and 1 loss, with that 1 win coming by way of submission. Fighting out of Erie, Pennsylvania, by way of Queens, New York, ladies and gentlemen, here is Jaison Morales.
Okay.
This catchweight contest will be decided in 3 rounds or less.
So here we go, all set. Hogeback versus Morales, and we are underway. Right away.
Nice outside leg kick. These guys are getting right to work.
Swinging.
Nice.
Another
Good
right leg
return.
check.
Oh, good check hook right there by Morales. Morales is controlling the center of the cage.
And
Looks
right
a
away.
Nice takedown. Looking for a quick guillotine. Ooh, he's got it in deep. He's got it locked up. He stands up with it.
He's got it.
Yep,
That
that's
is-
in.
Wow, that's in.
He's got good torque. But
Well, wait a minute.
he's
Man,
he's
he's-
upright. Yeah,
Okay, yeah, he let it-
nice. Good defense right there. Ooh, good knees on the
Hogeback
flinch.
escapes and
Morales
right
looks
away.
for another takedown. Lots of back and forth transitions on the cage. Working clinch, he's looking for an inside trip.
so Hogeback pins him up against the cage,
And these guys are still no ground and pound to the face. Level 1 amateurs.
level 1 amateurs with the pads
So
on
now
the
they're
legs.
down to the ground. They can only strike to the body here.
Hogeback
Working good pressure. He's got
got the
nice
side.
flat hips, side control.
Let's see what he can make.
Morales still landing little strikes from here, showing that he's not too in any kind of threat. But he is on his back.
So that will be how we close out the first round.
Number 1.
So Hogeback making a statement early. And we'll see how both of these fighters respond.
They both came out trading half rip.
Yeah, they were swinging pretty hard. Good leg kicks, big swing overhand right.
Hogeback ended up securing that takedown and then finishing on top.
Yeah.
That's big.
And Hogeback went with that, tried to get that guillotine, and then this one's scheduled for 3, a catch weight of 140. We are live at CombatSportsNow.com in Erie, Pennsylvania. And we're all set for the second round. Here we go.
Oh, pulled a little trick. He went for a touch and swiped a kick through real quick.
And this is how we started the first round, Tony.
Yep, right back to work.
Ooh.
Both guys exchanging deep shot from Hogeback. Presses him up on the fence.
Morales trying to throw it off, but he doesn't want to go right back to where it ended, so.
Yep. Looking for some knee strikes from a little angle there. Striking the body, but he's not really doing anything because he's being controlled by the underhook. He really needs to look to dig that other underhook in or bury down on his whizzer, fight his head in as he's doing right now, which makes Hogeback drop to a single. And he finishes it. Oh, right back up into that same guillotine. Into that same guillotine position. Right from Hogeback's shot. He's definitely worked that snatch guillotine off of a single leg, because that's the second time he's gotten it. And Hogeback does get out again, but both of them were
hard to see from here, but yeah, Morales really worked that to his favor, and now Hogeback pushes him up against the pad, the corner, and they're breaking free.
Back to the center of the cage.
Oh, and the big shots fly.
Morales coming back with a couple wild strikes of his own, and then gets up again. Now they're going to reverse it. Now Hogeback's in the guillotine. Traps the leg. He's got an arm in though, so it's not that
10
deep.
seconds. I don't. Yeah, he's. Man, Tony, how do you score that round?
That's a tough one. That one was way more back and forth than the first round. So.
Yeah, that was the definition of back and forth. You know, both.
Yeah, two tight guillotines coming from his takedowns, Hogeback's takedowns. I feel like Gomez was a little bit edged out on the striking. Those are tough. You might be one apiece.
Might be one each. We might be one apiece here.
Everybody say hi to Nicoletta.
Which is staying true to what we've had, just great matched fights, you know. I mean, for guys that don't have a lot of experience, you know, because a lot of times promotions, they get a couple guys that don't, and that comes to matching, you know. Somebody is just so much more dominant, but not here. These are great matched, even with not a lot of experience. These guys are matched well, and it's
my
a
wife,
good fight.
you already know she does her job, and she's
best.
One of a kind for real. So
she can see it even when they don't have a lot of experience. You know, she does the work.
She got the eye.
So here we go. This will be the third and final round.
Exchanging some kicks.
And here we go.
Leg kicks.
Morales connects with a couple kicks.
Nice
and
kick
right and left.
A 3-2. Pressed up against the fence.
And Hogeback wants to go back. I'd love to see them stand up for just a little longer.
You know, Hogeback's been pressing him up on the fence and controlling him a lot on the fence. If we could see some more strikes out of him in this position, he could be scoring a lot of points from here because he's got good pressure on him on the fence. And I would say probably for about a good third of the round, he's pressed up on the fence just like this and secures a takedown straight to the back into side mount. Half guard, actually.
Hogeback scores the takedown again, and we'll see if he can do something with it.
Yeah. Still level one. They're allowed to ground and pound to the body, just nothing to the face. He's got an arm trapped underneath, sitting in half guard. He really could posture up here because he had that arm trap. Now it's free.
What's he trying
to
work?
Slide. It looks like he's looking for a head and arm choke. maybe just slide up into mount from here. He's got a crossbody on him right now, and he's trying to, looks like he's trying to pass over the mount, but he's got that leg laced. So he's not going to be able to pass until he unlatches that leg.
We're closing out the third round here, and you'd have to think great game plan when you got a short round like this. Hogeback could steal that round easily. Looks like he did, so we'll see how that.
And he ends in the mount. That's big. Yeah. That's a big round because the other 2 rounds are a toss-up. It could have went either way.
And that one might have won it for him.
Yeah, for sure. Big takedown at the end, ending in mount.
So that's how I have it. I've got it 2-1 Hogeback, but we'll see what the judges return. So that one's over as we await the decision. Hogeback versus Morales. And good matchup. Great display of these amateurs as we.
For sure. Back and forth.
I think we go to the advanced rules next, I believe, possibly. Beats in no hurry.
Why'd I call him Jose? Why'd I call him Jose? I thought it was Jose Martinez. What's wrong
Pete
with him?
Trevino Jr., the Mr. Throwdown. The jacket had you blinded.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So he is taking a little time over there at the judges' table.
Yeah.
That usually indicates maybe
those 2 first rounds were hard to score.
Yeah, maybe not as clear cut as I think. I have it 2-1 for Hogeback. Let's see what the judges say as Pete enters the cage, and we will go back up for our official decision.
Erie, Pennsylvania. Let's have a big round of applause for both of the fighters in this cage. After 3 rounds of mixed martial arts, we go to the judges' scorecards for an official decision. Judge number 1 scores the contest 30-27.
Split.
Judge number 2 scores it 29-28. No. And judge number 3 scores the contest 30-27. All for your winner by unanimous decision, Anthony Hound Dog Hogeback.
So they gave him all 3 rounds. One judge saw it 2-1, 29-28, but
they were close rounds.
Right.
He did score takedowns. So anytime you're
Hound Dog in the center of the cage,
scoring takedowns, those are big points.
Fighting out of Frederick, Maryland. There's your camera right there. CombatSportsNow.com has you live on pay-per-view. You got in the win column. You are now 2-1. So you got more wins than you got losses, man. No more even record. How does that feel?
That was very important to me. Even though that is amateur, I didn't want to have a losing record, and that was important, so I'm glad I got the job done.
Well, you looked really good in there. You went all 3 rounds. Tell us a little something. Shout out all your friends and trainers at Powerhouse Martial Arts Academy. Who do you got to thank from there?
Yeah, man, I got to thank my head coach, Rob, Braden, our owner, Chris, Terry. He's also kind of a coach, and he's a pro, too, so they helped me all out. And shout out to my gym at Pittsburgh, too, Lou Armazzani Jiu-Jitsu. They've been helping me get ready for this as well. And a really special shout out, someone very, very close to me is going through a very tough fight, and I just want to dedicate that fight to her, and I love you. So
there you go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, is there anywhere we can keep up with you? What are your social media outlets? What if we want to see more of the Hound Dog?
Yeah, Hound Dog Hoagie on Instagram, Twitter, and Anthony Hogeback on Twitch. I game every day, so go watch that too.
All right, we'll be watching out for you. Ladies and gentlemen, clap your hands for your winner, Anthony Hound Dog Hogeback.
So Hogeback gets it done in a unanimous decision here at Bayfront.